today I'm gonna read you guys some story that I found on Reddit. These are creepy encounters, and I just want to say before I start, first I'll be filming a vlog for October, and I'll be posting this vlog of my daily life, not daily, but of my what I did this month for October. It's gonna be on a vlog, and I'm gonna post this vlog on the last day of October, so you're gonna have this vlog on Halloween. And also I want to say I'm sorry if you hear noises in the background. Everybody's home at the moment, so I'm not alone. Yeah, I'm still living at my parents' house, but that's gonna be over soon. But anyway, I'm gonna start reading these story. I found 4 of them. I'm not sure if I'm gonna read the 4 of them in this video. It's gonna depend on... I'm sorry, I have some difficulty talking. So yeah, I'm gonna read this story, and it's gonna depend if it's... because I don't want my video to be too long. I want them to last at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But you tell me if you like longer video. I don't know. I really don't know what people prefer, if they prefer shorter or longer video, so you guys tell me. But anyway, I'm gonna start with the first story. So I'm gonna start reading I'll Be Your Creepy Encounter If You'll Be Mine. About 7 years ago, I lived in a pretty doggy neighborhood. Area was prone to mugging, drugs deal, a little gang activity, etc. One day, I left my apartment to go to work. When the lift door opened, there was a young man who looked pretty inconspicuous. We didn't talk in our building. It's not that kind of building, so I walked in and planted myself in the corner as I usually would. Sorry. Morning, he said, smiling. I said morning back awkwardly, thinking he must be just really new to the area. Do you live in the building? He asked. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, but I didn't want to chat. As a petite young girl in a doggy area, you know to not attract too much unwanted attention. So I put on my most obvious I don't want to talk expression and tone, and responded, yes. You going to work? The way he kept looking at me was just making me a little uncomfortable. I'm sorry, I'm just not interested in talking to you. Why not? I'm just not. The conversation ended, but he spent the whole time leaning against the lift wall, smirking at me. We arrived at ground level and I left. He said bye and I didn't. I had learned it was better to be rude than invite the wrong kind of attention, just in case. The next few days, the same thing happened over and over. Same guy, different time, awkward one-sided conversation. Finally, one day when I got in the lift, he said, "What apartment do you live in?" 61, 62? He started naming all the apartments on my floor. None of your business, I snapped. He kept guessing and I jumped off the lift as soon as I could. That day, when I went home, he was in a car parked across the road, watching the building. He stared at me as I went in. I got home, told my cousin at home, also a female, and drove out. My logic was that I wanted her to know what he looked like just in case something happened. We circled the block, passed him once. She didn't get a good look, so we did it again, and again, and then again. Safe to say, he started looking a bit uncomfortable. We circled him 4 times and staring down quietly, and we stared him down quite creepily. I never saw him again, and I always wonder if we freaked him out. So there, we creep out the creeper. That's a funny story. Like, this story, I feel like they're not that creepy, but this is something that could happen to you, to anybody in real life, but I think that's funny. weird guy at a hotel. About 2 years ago, I was having some relationship issue with my then girlfriend and got a hotel room for a couple days just to cool off. This was the middle of the summer, and the hotel I stayed at, while not super fancy, was pretty nice. Holiday Inn level kind of the place located near a mall. It was the middle of the week, so I was one of the only few people staying there. I was having some pretty bad bouts of insomnia at the time due to some personal issue was stressing me out. I was up until about 3 a.m. both nights. I was there, and I went out for a smoke multiple times in front of the hotel. I ran into a guy that just gave me bad vibe outside multiple times. I was wearing a shirt with a UFO on it abducting a guy that said "Get in, loser," and he started talking to me about UFOs. This guy kept ranting to me about aliens, spaceship, and even though that's a topic I'm interested in it, this guy was creeping me out. I finished my cig and went back in the hotels. He followed behind me while trying to continue talking to me. I walked to the elevator and he got on with me. At this time, I'm getting super annoyed. I hit my floor and get off of the elevator, and this guy gets off too. I figure, great, he's on this floor too, but I realized that he was legit following me. I got in my room and he had the nerve to ask if I wanted to hang out at 3 a.m. with a stranger in a hotel room. I declined and went kind of nervous that this guy knew my room number. But hey, that's what locks are for. I turned on TV and I started watching Adult Swim, trying to take my mind off this weirdo. About 20 minutes later, I decided I wanted a Sprite and some chips from the vending machine. I opened the door and this guy is literally standing right outside my room still. I closed the door and I called the front desk. They sent security up to figure out what this deal is. Turned out he wasn't even staying there and they kicked him out. The guy at the front desk seems as weirded out as I was. I always wonder if he was going to try rob me or something. One of the weirdest people I've ever met. Maybe he was on drugs or maybe he was drunk. That's kind of creepy, having someone who talks about aliens following you to your hotel room and waiting for you outside. So yeah, I think this guy had maybe something, but at the same time maybe he was just alone. At least he didn't do anything weird or creepy. So I think, well, maybe he would have done something weird or something dangerous to the guy if the guy went out to the vending machine instead of going inside and call the front desk. So I think he did the good thing, going inside and call the hotel. This is the only two stories that I'm gonna read for you today, guys, or tonight. I mean, I don't know when I'm gonna post this video, but that's the only two stories that I'm gonna read for you guys. Next video might be a reacting video or my decoration video. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna see, but I just want to say that I'm 100% sure that I'm gonna post video every Wednesday and Sunday. So yeah, stay tuned for my next video on Sunday. I'll see you in the next one.